Send in the next one. Come in.
Hello.
Have a seat.
Thanks.
And now, you're here for...
The Santa Claus job?
Oh. I'm sorry. We're interviewing men for that job.
Your ad didn't specify gender.
Well, I know, but Finnegan's has always had a man being Santa Claus.
Really?
Yes. Santa Claus is a man.
And you know that because
Well, everybody knows that.
I don't.
Thank you very much for coming in.
You're welcome.
The interview is over. Thank you.
You haven't interviewed me.
Thank you very much for coming in.
You're welcome.
Fine. Have you had any experience playing Santa Claus?
Yes, I have.
Really?
I first played Old Saint Nick in grade school and got a B+. I was Santa Claus in the Thanksgiving Day Parade in Peterborough, Massachusetts when I was 18.
That all sounds wonderful. Thank you so much for coming in.
Most recently, I played Santa Claus at Cunningham's department store for 11 wonderful years. But unfortunately, they had to close their doors in June. Here's an article about me in the Willow Creek Courier. It says that when I was used as Santa Claus, they had 53% higher foot traffic and 14% sales increase than when they employed a more standard choice for Santa Claus.
Very impressive indeed. Unfortunately, we don't have a Santa costume that would fit you.
I have my own outfit. I don't mean to boast, but I had a famous Hollywood costumer make it for me. It has faux ermine on the cuffs so we don't offend anyone. The large black Santa belt is made from plastic, not leather, and the plush red fabric is synthetic. So we can safely say that no cotton was harmed in the making of this suit. This is me with my elves.
That is all very nice, but the interview
Pardon me for interrupting, but may I make a suggestion?
Okay.
Why don't you give me a tryout? And if after you see me work, you don't think I can be your Santa Claus, then at least I would have been given a fair chance.
I'm sorry, but we don't have tryouts.
Come sit on Santa's lap.
I don't think.
What's your name, little boy?
I don't think that...
Come on, Billy. Come sit on Santa's lap. Come on. Ho, ho, ho! Merry Christmas! Come on. That's a good boy. So, Billy, have you been a good boy this year?
Pretty good.
You know how much Santa wants you to be a good boy. Don't you, Billy? You don't want to disappoint Santa Claus, do you? I know you won't. So, young man, what do you want for Christmas?
I used to work for days on my Christmas list. Not too much, not too little. And I always wanted something my parents forbid me to have, like a slingshot or a Roy Rogers BB rifle. Or something they could never afford, like a Mickey Mantle rookie card.
If you've truly been a good boy this year, Santa doesn't see any reason why you shouldn't have those things under your tree. It pays off being good.
It sure does.
And how are you spending Christmas this year?
I don't really celebrate the holidays anymore.
If there was one person who you'd want to spend Christmas with, who would it be?
I have to get back to work.
Who would it be, Billy?
Probably Jennifer,
Jennifer?
my daughter. We had a misunderstanding. We haven't spoken in a long time.
How long is long?
5 or 6 months. We used to talk all the time. She would call, fill me in on her crazy life, and I would talk her ear off about the store and everything, and we would laugh and laugh.
Fathers and daughters, there's nothing like it. Where does she live?
Here.
Why don't you give her a call? Tell her how much you miss her and ask her if you can spend Christmas with her. What do you have to lose? If she agrees, you could be having yourself a really terrific Christmas.
Yeah? No, I'm fine. Everything's fine. I think you would make a wonderful Santa Claus.
Thank you.
Have Simone give you an employment packet. She'll fill you in on all the details.
Thanks so much, Mr. Hodges. I won't let you down.
However, there is one condition. No more Mr. Hodges. It's Billy.
Thanks, Billy. Merry Christmas.
Hi. It's your father.
"100 years of Christmas." I hate Christmas. Juanita cried as she ran from the hovel that her grandmother had filled with white paper streamers. The streamers had been hung to commemorate the long-ago birth of a Jewish baby boy. Juanita did not hate the streamers, though they hung limply from the rafters like pieces of used toilet paper floating down the Rio Martin. Neither did she hate the Jewish baby boy, whom she'd been taught was responsible for all the good things in the world. What Juanita hated was the butchering of the family chicken that happened every Christmas. This year, the victim would be Yoya, a mischievous brown hen that was Juanita's only friend. Juanita threw herself onto the dirt beneath the yard's old mango tree and wept. It was the same tree to which her grandfather, Francisco Espinosa Valdivieso de la Fuente, had been tied for 73 years, and beneath which he had eaten the meat of goats that Juanita's grandmother, Carmela Virginia Ojito de los Angeles, had slaughtered by the full moon, tickling their bellies and singing de colores as she stabbed them in the neck with a sharp cuchillo. Juanita wrapped her arms around the tree, and against its trunk she hit her head. Boom, boom, boom! Do no hit your head, said a voice that was at once sweet and bitter, like the taste of milk that has dried on the corner of a baby pig's mouth. Juanita looked up. Hiding in the branches of a nearby gum bush, she discovered Manolito Javier Escobar, a poor neighbor boy who was so dirty that earthworms lived on his skin and sweet potatoes grew out of his belly button. Come, Manolito said, I will take you to where there is no Christmas. During his years tied to the mango tree, Juanita's grandfather had often urinated on its trunk, thereby imparting his wisdom to its fruit. So Juanita plucked a mango off a low branch and asked of it, Oh, wise one, should I go with this filthy boy? Do the thing you must, the mango replied, for a mango can be a cryptic fruit. Come, Manolito insisted, pulling Juanita to her feet. Together, they ran into the village of Los Mocos Verdes, past the statue of La Virgen de las Pesadillas, out of the village again, and into the mountains. There, an ancient indigenous woman with skin as thin as what's left behind by a molting gorgona snake greeted them by throwing garbanzo beans at their heads. Do not hurt us, Manolito said. We have come to escape Christmas. Foolish boy, said the old woman. You cannot escape Christmas. But you can make it nice. How can I make it nice? Asked Juanita. I will tell you. For a price. Having no money, Juanita gave the old woman a sweet potato from Manolito's belly. In exchange, the old woman drew from her pocket a dead iguana and said, An iguana is lucky. He can make anything nice. But it's dead, said Juanita. Don't matter. So Juanita took the lucky iguana and followed Manolito back to her hovel, where she found Abuelita sleeping under the kitchen table, as was her custom. Then she noticed an olla, bubbling and farting over the kitchen fire. Ay! Juanita cried, and she ran to the pot. But it was only filled with frijoles left over from lunch. Juanita was so relieved that her legs turned to flan and she sank onto the floor. But a moment later, she was up again because she knew what she had to do. The next day was Christmas, and Juanita awoke to the sound of Abuelita sharpening her cuchillo. Abuelita, wait! Do not kill Yoya, Juanita said. I made the Christmas stew last night. Abuelita scowled. She took the cover off the pot and looked inside. What is this? Lizard, said Juanita. Lizard? Abuelita sniffed the stew, her lip rising in disgust. But she picked up a cuchara and had a taste. She said. It tastes like pollo. And so, that evening, Juanita and Abuelita placed the kitchen table under the mango tree and had lizard stew for their Christmas dinner, while nearby, Yoya played with a tortilla. Creak! A twig snapped in the gungun bush. It was Manolito, sitting in the branches and grinning like a tamarin with a stolen papaya. Juanita thought he looked different, as if he had washed. And then she noticed that the setting sun had turned everything gold, like the color of a newborn capybara. And Juanita smiled, for in her heart, she was grateful to the Jewish baby boy for filling the world with so many good things.
Jesús nació, el mundo salvador.
Ah, the smell of fall, crisp air and crunchy leaves, a precursor to the holiday season, waits around the corner. But for now, it's Halloween night. The young daughter, Fallon, adorned in her version of a princess dress, and her father, Cup, dressed in whatever he could throw together that night, dig through their spoils.
How many Snickers do I have left?
I don't see any Snickers.
I had 3 whole candy bars. Let me see.
I don't remember any Snickers. I mean, maybe I ate one. I mean, there's like a parental tax for trick-or-treating when you carry the candy bucket.
No, come on, let me see.
Where'd it go?
All of a sudden, Fallon notices a holiday shop with a Christmas tree fully decorated in the window.
Dad, how come there's Christmas trees when it's Halloween?
Oh, that is a very good question, sweetie.
Why, Dad, why?
Well, I guess they want to make sure everyone's ready for Christmas and no one misses it.
No one can miss Christmas.
Well, no one's gonna miss Christmas.
I like the lights, and there's the Princess Ornament.
Ornament.
Ornament. The Princess Ornament is just like me.
Yes, it is. I see it.
No.
Yes, your ballet class is tomorrow. You've been getting better and better.
I am.
So, you want to keep on trick-or-treating?
Well, duh.
Okay, let's go.
The ballerina princess Ornament, delicately holding her pose and possessing a holiday magic only seen by the young at heart. Real princess ballerinas are in our midst tonight, even on Halloween, a night where people wear costumes and become something else. The Ornament is a dancer, and Fallon knows she is too. What will become of our ballerina princess?
I'm so glad to be out of there. You try, Dad.
No.
After all, you shouldn't have eaten that entire pie.
I can't argue with you there.
Well, you know, walking helps your food digest, so let's go. Come on.
It's Thanksgiving, and once again, Fallon finds herself outside of the same holiday shop. The twinkling light reappears. She runs toward the fully decorated Christmas tree still in the window.
Look, Dad, the Christmas tree is still there, even on Thanksgiving.
Look at that.
No one is going to miss Christmas this year.
Nope.
And there's the princess ornament. My princess ballerina is still there. I'll dance just like her.
You'll be able to dance all through the holidays, Fallon.
Dad,
Yeah.
do you think this is my Christmas tree?
Well, there is a princess ballerina there. Could be. Okay.
Christmas time is finally here. The magic of the season is in full bloom. The sound of Salvation Army bells are heard in the distance, while Christmas instrumentals fill the streets. Cup is on a mission to find Fallon the perfect gift. This year, it has to be special. For the first time, he notices the sparkle of light coming from the same holiday shop window they've seen for weeks. The princess ballerina ornament still poses at the top of the tree. He rushes inside, and I think we all know why. The Christmas tree is no longer in the shop window. The magic made its way into the home and imagination of little Fallon. She is the princess ballerina, and she is still dancing to this day.
Merry Christmas.
Not interested.
Wait. Merry Christmas.
Look, whatever you're selling, I am not interested.
Oh, I'm your special Christmas present, Tiffany.
I think you've made a mistake.
Yuletide greetings.
Okay, look, okay.
Norman Stanton?
Yes.
Well, I'm your special Christmas present from the guys at work.
Oh, there's some mistake.
Rick, Steamer, Bernie, and LoJack?
Well,
I'm your very special personal Christmas present.
Okay. Um, what does that mean exactly?
Use your imagination.
Not my strong suit.
I bet you're a wild man inside, just dying to get out.
Actually, I was just reading from the scriptures. Matthew 16.
I just bet you were.
Yeah, okay. Okay, good night.
Oh, wait. No, you don't get it. I'm all paid for a whole hour. After that, it's $1 a minute, 5-minute minimum, 60-minute max. I mean, I'm here.
You do this a lot?
Christmas comes but once a year.
And the rest of the time?
I'm a brain surgeon.
Really?
I'm just trying to scratch out making a living, man. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, okay. So, how does what actually? Well, with the. Yeah.
Well, the last guy, he had me take off all my clothes and eat 3 hamburgers.
Well, I'm a vegetarian.
You're funny.
No, I don't think so.
And you're not totally terrible looking.
Well, that's the nicest thing anyone said to me all year.
Well, Norman Stanton, anything you want me to do, I'm here just for you.
Oh, I don't know.
Don't be bashful.
Anything?
Well, I've only said no way once.
Because?
This guy, nice looking fella. He wanted me to have an intimate relationship with a vegetable.
Oh.
I guess he was a vegetarian, like you.
Ah! You're funny too.
Thanks. Look, I have this rate card. So it'd make it any easier?
Oh. Oh, I can't. Oh, I can. No, I can't.
Well, can I suggest dealer's choice or blind man's bluff? That's where I'm blindfolded and you tell me what you want me to do.
Like
Anything your dirty little mind can think of, if you know what I'm saying.
it'd be great if I actually did know what you were saying. Blind.
The clock's ticking.
Yeah. Okay. What is dealer's choice?
Oh, that's a good one. We play with a deck of cards and we draw one, and the low card has to take off a piece of clothing.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Yeah. Dealer's choice.
Okay. Yay. I have a couple other wardrobe options. Santa's helper, harem girl, Melania Trump. Talk to me.
No. You're perfect as is.
I think I like you.
And I know what I want you to do.
Look at you.
Yeah. Put your hands together like this, like you're praying.
Naughty. Like this.
Just the hands. Okay. We 3 kings of Orient are, bearing gifts we traverse afar.
Oh,
Field and fountain, moor and mountain, following yonder star.
Oh, star of wonder, star of night, star with royal beauty bright, westward leading, still proceeding, guide us with thy perfect light.
Born a king on Bethlehem plain, gold I bring to crown him again. King forever, ceasing never, over us all to reign. Oh, star of wonder, star of night,
Star with royal beauty bright,
westward leading, still proceeding.
guide us with thy perfect light.
Thank you, Tiffany. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, Norman Stanton.
Oh.
Merry Christmas! Hello? Hello? Beth? Are you all right? Beth! I'm calling 911.
Please don't do that.
You're alive.
Of course I am.
I got worried when you didn't answer. May I come in?
Sure.
Merry Christmas.
You really shouldn't have.
It's Christmas.
I sent you an email.
Oh, did I get that?
I can't take it. I don't have anything for you.
Oh, that's okay. Christmas is about more than presents. I'll just leave this here.
Please don't touch any of that.
Next to your games. So, how have you been?
Look, I couldn't have been more clear in my email. We don't have to do this anymore. Now that Mom's gone. We don't have to keep up with this pretense, you know? Like we were ever a happy family.
What do you mean?
Christmas was the worst.
Daddy always got us the coolest gifts. Do you remember the train set? And the remote control cars?
Dad got us what he wanted. Christmas was nothing more than watching Dad play with all of our games and Mom falling into a stupor. She was so drunk, she couldn't even make dinner, so we had to do it.
Pancakes. That was fun.
And then after dinner, she would find something egregious about our behavior, and we'd be sent to our room, and we couldn't watch TV.
I always thought she did that so her and Daddy could, you know.
Are you joking?
Am I the only one that thought that?
I don't think they ever kissed or touched after you were born.
I don't know. It's really great that we can talk about this stuff.
Listen, I don't celebrate Christmas anymore.
Yes, you do.
No, I don't.
I'm here every year and we celebrate Christmas together.
Do you ever see a Christmas tree or ornaments?
Now that you mention it.
You're the only person I bought a present for the past 6 years.
Aw.
I am not doing it anymore!
That's okay! You don't have to buy me a present.
If you buy me a present, I have to buy you a present. I am not going to be put in the position of looking like a terrible sister just because you want to carry on this stupid charade. I'm calling it quits. No more presents, no more Christmas. All of this was in my email. Don't you read
This is
your
the only
emails?
time we see each other. You never want to talk on the phone. The only way I can get you to respond to my emails is to make up some catastrophic event.
Yeah, well, you're going to have to stop doing that or I'm not going to return your emails.
Why don't you want to see me?
It's not like we were ever close. The only time we spent together was when Mom made me take you out with me when I went out with my friends. And then we ditch you at the mall or at the movies. Don't you remember any of this?
I figured your friends didn't want me tagging along.
It had nothing to do with my friends.
I mean, it's kind of still the same, right? I come for a short visit on Christmas and you spend the rest of the day with your friends.
I don't see my friends on Christmas! Are you hearing me? I do everything I can to keep Christmas out of my life. I stay home, read a book, watch a movie, drink hot chocolate by myself.
You always were a very solitary person. Locked away in your room.
It was the only way I could survive.
You make it sound like you had a really bad childhood.
I did. Didn't you?
I thought we had fun. No, Daddy was like this silly adult who acted like a little kid. And when Mom was drunk, she could be off the wall hilarious. And you know, I used to tell my friends how smart you were. That you could do the adult crosswords. And that you never babied me like Mom did so that I'd learn to be independent.
That you could even think that. I don't even know who you are.
Maybe that's because we only ever talk about you. You never ask me about my life. Well, I better go. I have more gifts to deliver. You remember Moms from Marie?
You still see her?
Yeah, she was always so nice to us when Mom was having one of her moments. James is deep frying the turkey this year if you want. Okay. Merry Christmas. Bye.
Di?
Yeah?
I feel bad.
I don't know why. I read your email. Now you've explained yourself. I get it.
Maybe we... Can we, put a pin in Christmas for next year?
You let me know.
Oh, I'm sorry. Were you about to close?
Brilliant deduction. What gave it away?
A quick wit. I like that. I can go if...
Are you going to buy something?
Well, I was...
If you're going to buy something, I'll stay open.
All right, then. I'm glad you're still open. Most of the shops close early on Christmas Eve.
Most of the other shop owners don't know how to manage their money. They spend money on frivolous things like heat.
Yeah, I noticed it was a bit chilly in here.
That's the way the cheese likes it. And it saves me hundreds on utility bills.
Witty and frugal.
Ho, ho, ho! Salvation Army. Any amount you can give will help feed the needy.
You know better than to open that door.
Merry Christmas to you, Eleanor.
Well, what is it you're looking for?
A gift.
I figured. You can buy cheap cheese at Albertsons. My cheese is expensive.
Yes, I've heard you have some of the finest cheese in town.
You heard right. So, who are you shopping for?
I'm Bob, by the way.
I'm Eleanor.
Eleanor. Now that is a beautiful name.
I don't much care for it myself. Too many syllables.
It's a very meaningful name, too. Comes from the Bible. Eleanor means God is my light in Hebrew.
You don't say. Well, I don't believe in all that hogwash.
Oh, not religious then?
No, Sunday is a day to earn money, not give it away. And all the preachers are the same. They give you some common sense sermon, and then they pass around the collection plate.
Well, how about Latin then?
What does Latin America got to do with my name?
No, Latin, the language. Your name, Eleanor, means compassionate one in Latin.
Well, that doesn't fit now, exactly does it?
Oh, I don't know. Maybe. You don't think you're compassionate?
Me? Never.
Maybe there was a time
What do you mean?
in your past.
Aren't we getting a little personal here? I thought you wanted some cheese.
Oh, I do. I'm sorry. I have a tendency to babble sometimes. Can you show me your favorite cheese?
My favorite? Why would you want to know that?
You're the expert.
Well, that's true.
Show me your favorite.
Well, I don't know if I have a favorite.
How about a favorite memory?
Memory? Well, there is this one.
Tell me about it.
My father brought it back from Italy a couple of weeks before Christmas. I must have been about 9 years old. It's called horse cheese.
Cheese from a horse?
No, it's not from a horse. It's from a special breed of cow in southern Italy called Podolica.
Podolica.
Yes, that's right. The shepherds, they mold the curd cheese into a ball and then they tie it with string to let it age. That's why it has this neck on it from stretching.
It kind of looks like a pear.
Yes, it does. That's what I thought it was at first when my father opened it up for me and gave me a slice. The taste, it was magical.
Did your father open the cheese shop then?
What?
Your father, did he?
My father died 2 weeks after that Christmas.
Oh, I am sorry.
He caught pneumonia on his trip.
Sounds like he was a wonderful man.
He was.
And you opened the cheese shop to keep his memory alive.
What? How did you know
the
that?
way you looked when you talked about him.
I've only told that story to one other person.
I know.
How could you know?
Your husband, Joe.
Oh. I just got the shivers.
Oh, don't be afraid.
Who are you? What do you want?
Why don't you tell me about Joe?
It's too painful.
What was his favorite cheese?
Joe had expensive taste. His favorite was white Stilton, only we couldn't afford it when we were younger.
I've heard of Stilton.
Yes, it's only made in a few countries. I keep some in my special display case.
What is that? Those little flashes of gold.
Edible gold leaf, 24 karat.
I didn't know you could eat gold.
Well, yes, you can, but it makes for very expensive cheese.
How much?
Oh, about $500 a pound.
I must have it then.
You're going to buy Stilton gold?
Is it not for sale?
Well, of course it is. It's just that no one has ever bought it before.
Oh, it will go perfectly with my turducken.
Your what?
Turducken, you know, where you shove a hen inside of a duck and then a duck inside of a turkey.
I know what a turducken is. It's just
I
like
know it's weird. I don't understand how they come up with these things.
a turducken was my favorite Christmas meal.
Oh, perfect. What are your plans for tomorrow?
Who are you?
What are your plans for Christmas?
You didn't answer my question.
You didn't answer mine.
I asked you first.
All right, if I answer your question, will you tell me your plans for Christmas?
Maybe.
I suppose that will have to be good enough.
What's this?
I really should have come by sooner. I just couldn't work up the nerve.
I know this. I know this writing. This is from Joe.
That's right.
Did he put you up to this?
Yeah, he did. And I gotta say, he was spot on.
Joe died last Christmas.
I know. I was stuck overseas and couldn't make the funeral. We were very dear friends many years ago.
Oh. You're Robert.
So he did. He did tell you about me.
Yes. What do you mean he was spot on?
Well, he says in the letter there that he's worried what you'll do after he's gone. He's afraid you'll turn into an old...
Go on.
Well, I don't really
No,
know.
I can take it.
An old curmudgeon.
He said that in the letter?
Well, I believe his exact words were a cantankerous old curmudgeon like dragon.
All right. I'll get the picture.
So, I answered your question.
The answer is no.
Well, it was worth a shot. I knew you were a tough cookie when I saw you chase away that Santa. I don't know why I even...
No! Meaning, I don't have any plans for Christmas.
Really? Me neither. I'm all alone now.
You don't really have a turducken, do you?
Well, no. But I would get one if you'd come over and help me eat it.
Oh, why cook?
What?
It's just more of a mess to clean up afterwards.
Oh, my feelings exactly.
To tell you the truth, I was thinking of ordering Chinese and then watch It's a Wonderful Life. What's this?
I thought we would have some Stilton Gold with some sea salt down east crackers as an appetizer before we order dinner.
Oh, I love that idea. No, put your money away.
Okay. Tomorrow then?
Oh, yes. Only let me bring the hors d'oeuvre.
Deal.
It will be nice to have some company.
There you are, Stevie. I thought you were gonna miss our date altogether.
I'm sorry I'm late. Traffic was brutal. You know, I could have used some of Santa's reindeer. Just fly over the stalled bus on the highway. Besides, I wouldn't miss this for the world. Oh. Some festive sweet and sour pork for our special Christmas Eve. I like the green and red peppers, very Christmassy.
Oh.
Bit cold now, though.
Oh, that's okay. I'll go put this in the oven and spruce it up.
I asked for some extra fortune cookies for your birthday. It's today, right?
What's that?
Your birthday. It's today.
Yeah, don't remind me.
What? No spirit of the season.
Well, it's just, birthdays. I'm not a big fan.
Everyone has them.
Another year, one more trip around the sun.
Time passes for everyone. Mm-hmm. Spend some of it in traffic. I'd gladly go tripping around the sun instead. It's been years since I've been out on Christmas Eve. Thanks for the invite.
Of course. It's been a long time since I've actually had company on Christmas Eve. I got you a Christmas present.
I got you one too. Actually, it's kind of a birthday and Christmas present all in one. What? Is something wrong?
What isn't wrong?
What do you mean?
See, this is why I can't stand birthdays, especially mine. Don't you get it? All my life it's been like this. I've never gotten an actual birthday present on my birthday, even from my parents. It was always one gift to cover both Happy Birthday and Merry Christmas.
Yeah, but Lindy,
One gift, all because of Christmas. My own birth has always been overshadowed by baby Jesus.
Well, it is Jesus after all. If you're gonna be overshadowed, best to be overshadowed by the best. I guess.
It's not fair. He got gold, frankincense, and myrrh when he was born. He got 3 presents on his birthday.
Think of it this way. You get a free gift yourself to celebrate his birthday when it isn't even your day. So, it's kind of a gimme.
No, it's the principle of the thing, Stevie. Everyone else who doesn't have a birthday so close to Christmas gets 2 presents. One for their birthday and one for Christmas. Not just one that covers both days. All of my life, I have been gypped, robbed.
Lindy, do you know how that sounds?
I know. I don't care. It's not fair.
What, you think there should be a cutoff period around Christmas where, 2 gifts become the norm? 5 days? Oh, maybe 2 weeks.
Stevie.
Look, I hoped I was getting you something very special and meaningful, and it would count for both.
Why couldn't I have been born near some other holiday? My friend Stephanie was born on Halloween. Not only did she get to have cake and presents, but every year she got to dress up in these amazing costumes and haul in pillowcase loads of candy. Oh, why couldn't my parents have conceived me some month other than March? February or April, I wouldn't be so screwed over. But March? Damn it!
Hey, it could be worse. You could be Jewish, and your birthday fall during Hanukkah. You might get only 1 present, just chopped up into 8 little pieces and given out over 8 nights. Sorry.
I just thought that...
Thought what?
Stevie, we've been going out for what, almost a year now?
Actually, since St. Patrick's Day, when we met at the Mexican restaurant, the one that celebrates every holiday like a fiesta.
Yeah, well, 9 months then. And I just thought we really had something.
Lindy, we do. We do have something. I have never felt this way about anyone before. I knew it when I first saw you. And I swear, it wasn't because of the green margaritas on St. Patrick's Day, which were pretty frightening, by the way.
But 1 gift, Stevie. You got me 1 gift.
You just said you didn't like birthdays.
When I said I didn't like birthdays, I didn't mean I didn't like birthdays.
Just not getting a present for it. Right, kind of like pass and go without the $200.
Anytime that I dated or went out with someone, it was the same thing. Happy birthday, Merry Christmas. And you know, it was usually some silly little present that they got at the last minute right before our date. Even my parents were last minute shoppers on Christmas. I don't know, I just wanted someone to put in a little extra effort for me so I wouldn't feel like such an afterthought. And I thought that, you know, you were different. And no, you didn't. Scrambling to find me a last minute one-size-fits-all present? Is that why you were late?
I wasn't scrambling to find one. I knew what I wanted to get you.
Oh, really?
And there was traffic. A lot of it.
Oh my God, to think I thought you were different.
I don't think I've ever seen this side of you, Lynn. Maybe I made a mistake.
Getting 1 present? Yeah.
Well, this is one hell of a Christmas Eve. You know, talk about the season of giving. Now I know why I don't go out for it.
Stevie, I'm sorry. Please, can we just take a step back and start over again? You're right. I shouldn't be so selfish. Let's just exchange what we have. It's Christmas. Who cares if you got me just the 1 present?
It's for both. For Christmas and your birthday.
Don't push it. Here's your gift.
A green margarita glass?
It's to remind you of when we first met.
Where'd you find this? Did you get this online? Geez, you can get anything online.
No, I went down to that Mexican restaurant and I begged them to let me buy one of their glasses. I got this just for you.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. You know, I meant what I said about when we first met. So, I wanted to get you something very special.
A teddy bear?
Yeah.
A teddy bear.
I took a lot of time to find just the right bear for you.
Oh, great. Just the right bear.
What? Come on. Don't you like it?
I just thought you would have gotten me something more, personal.
This is the most personal thing I could possibly think of. After all, we've been together 9 months.
9 months equals a teddy bear. For both a birthday and a Christmas present. Oh, okay. Stevie, I think we need to talk.
Oh, I think my shoe is untied.
You're doing that now? This is serious, and besides, you're wearing cowboy boots.
I know it's serious. You didn't look closely at the bear enough.
Why? It's just a teddy bear. What's with the zipper on the bear? Oh my God.
Merry Christmas and happy birthday. Will you? I figured, what better day?
This is the best birthday Christmas gift I've ever gotten. Oh, crap. The sweet and sour pork.
Oh boy, maybe it's still salvageable. Maybe.
Oh, I knew I shouldn't have left it in the box.
Oh, the peppers don't look quite so Christmassy.
Oh, the pork looks like lumps of coal. Oh, I've ruined everything tonight, doubting you, burning the dinner that you brought. I'm sorry.
Honey, it's okay.
No, it's not.
Yeah, sure. Who cares if the dinner's ruined? Hey, it's your prerogative. After all, you just got engaged.
Oh.
Tell you what, get your coat. Let's go out for Christmas Eve for your birthday. Celebrate your new gift. Of course, I don't know where this late on Christmas Eve, but...
Well, there's always Mexican.
Hey, maybe I'll buy you your own glass for your birthday.
Just imagine the Christmas margaritas.
So this will be a medium-sized article with a picture. Thank you, Molly, for agreeing to chat with me.
Well, I didn't really agree. My boss told me in no uncertain terms to meet with you.
Oh dear, I'm sorry. Please accept.
It's fine. We're here. Let's do this.
You're still working?
Yes. I'm single now, and I'm an event planner at the Hilton.
What a great job.
It may sound more glamorous than it really is.
Have you always been in hotel services?
Not officially. For 25 years, I was a mother.
Of course.
I don't really think it's all that much of a story, but I'll tell you, it's micro.
And it starts?
The children were all teenagers.
Children? How many?
3, 2 boys and a girl. And they all loved Christmas, especially the presents. But it became a bit of a business with them, I'm sorry to say. They kept very detailed records of what each family member gave them every year and would make their after Christmas buying projections based on their budgeted spreadsheets and their accounts receivables averages.
Oh my, merry little money managers.
Yes, it was the 80s and it was all about growth and expansion and being wild.
I would have loved to have been a teenager in the 80s. The music and the styles were so outrageous.
Molly, how late's Walmart open?
Steve, what are you doing here? I thought you were going to Christmas shop until you dropped.
The mall's a madhouse right now. There's lines outside the door, people crowded everywhere, almost got into a fist fight.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, with this old lady.
Steve!
She was an expert. No one else called her out on it, but I did.
This is not very Christmas spirity.
Geriatric grenadier stood her ground when I confronted her. She had the nerve, get this, to play senile.
What did you do?
I left. I handed my hard search for merchandise to the clerk/referee and I bailed.
Just give me your list and I'll shop for the things during the day.
No, I don't want you to have to do everything. You cook, you shop, you wrap. I want to participate in some small degree. Just so on the morning of Christmas, I can have the joy of knowing what's in at least 1/10 of the boxes.
All right. I think Walmart's open until 10, but is that really where you want to go?
I don't know. Did the old ladies who shop there wear football cleats?
Worse, they have Ginsu Sharp knitting needles.
And Molly, what's with the traffic? Who are these people? Who they bribe at the DMV to get their licenses?
People are just preoccupied trying to get all the things on their lists in time.
And what's with my car? Do I have a homing device that says, if lost, get in front of Steve's car?
And there may be people out and about who don't get out very often.
And I'm willing to do the walk a mile out so I can park in peace thing, but you know you are 1 mile from the mall parking places? We're already pilfered.
I hate to say it.
Don't tell me it's my fault that I waited till the last minute. It's December 15th.
Part of the problem is your schedule, honey. You and the rest of the workforce are out at night trying to get all your shopping done. It's impossible.
Okay, so what am I supposed to do? Take the day off work so I can go shopping in 15-minute lines instead of 65-minute lines? Well, how am I supposed to pay for lessons, braces, pep rallies, proms, pizzas, and oh yes, gifts?
I'll go get my purse.
I'll go and put cool water in the car so it doesn't overheat while we sit in traffic.
So your husband clearly hates Christmas.
No, just certain aspects of commercialized Christmas.
I can see that. He did want to be an active participant in the gift giving and selection process. What does he do?
He was an architect, and then he retired.
Sorry, I'm getting you off of the story.
Oh, yeah. Later that week, our son Neil had a wrestling tournament at his school. Steve and I went. Steve also coached Little League, so all the boys knew him and loved him.
In spite of his rantings?
Oh, they never saw any tirades like that. Those were just for my enjoyment.
So you both went to the tournament?
You still haven't told me what you want for Christmas.
This visiting team's quite good. They're wiry, scrawny, but determined.
I can't believe how tall our Neil is.
I don't really think I need anything.
Steven, I cannot go through another Christmas and not have at least a few gifts for you.
Okay, a tie.
You have hundreds of ties.
People always compliment me on the ties you give me.
Do you need any shirts?
You know more than I would. Why is Neil coming over here?
Hey guys, we're killing this team and I feel so bad.
Hi, honey.
I don't know where this school is that they're from, but they don't have uniforms. And here we are all decked out.
Well, they're good. They're just not as good as you guys.
They don't even have ear guards.
Well, maybe they haven't needed them since they encountered your team.
They're gonna get cauliflower ears.
Not if y'all keep pinning them right away.
Oh, Neil, maybe you should get back there and concentrate. It looks like your match is up.
They started out all confident, and now they're all dejected.
Dejected?
Yeah. Trying to use new words we've learned?
Good. Why don't you get back there and win your match before you get ejected?
Thinking about throwing the match, Dad.
Don't you dare.
How would you feel, son, if you knew that your opponent threw the match?
Sort of bad, I guess.
You already growing out of that brand new uniform?
I wish.
This visiting team is the living, breathing personification of Threadbare.
Maybe it's a style choice?
Those are not even the right shoes for wrestling. And they're being held together with the laces wrapped around the outside of the shoes.
You don't think he'd really throw his match, do you?
I don't think so. I don't know. He's a funny kid.
Yes. Not unlike his father.
Did he throw his match?
At first, it looked like he was going to, but then he rallied and won. But in my heart, and I know Stephen agreed with me, we know he let that other kid get some points so they'd have some sense of pride.
And this all figures into your story somehow?
Oh, very much so.
I'm all ears.
The next week, I was shopping for Stephen during the daytime when the mall was only mildly manic. Some years, I would get inspired and find ties that were truly unique and would make people who work at an architectural firm take notice. But I wasn't having much luck.
I know what that's like.
I kept flashing back to that wrestling match and how both Stephen and Neil had commented on the other team's outfits. And then it hit me. The inspiration I was looking for. I put the merchandise back and I left.
What did you do?
I drove to a sporting goods store that was having a huge sale, and I bought shoes for wrestling in all sizes and some singlets and some ear guards. And while I was doing this, I felt exhilarated. Even on sale, these things were not cheap, but I didn't care. It just seemed right somehow. I drove forever to get to that school, found the PE department, and made my donation to the wrestling team. They thought I was crazy at first, but they eventually accepted the donation.
You really did that?
Yes. And before I got out of my car at that school, I took a Polaroid of our station wagon filled to the brim with wrestling paraphernalia.
How did you tell Stephen and Neil?
Not right away. I wanted to tell them in a special way. And it was Christmas Eve, and the kids had finally gone to bed, and Stephen and I were being Santa.
Even though you had 3 teenagers, did you still set out milk and cookies for Santa?
No. I still hadn't decided how I was going to tell Stephen what I'd done. I placed the receipts and the Polaroid in a small white envelope and placed it near the top of the tree. I was thinking I would give Stephen the Polaroid as a gift, wrap it up, but...
Eggnog from Mr. and Mrs. Claus. We deserve it.
Thank you, honey.
Oh, it's beautiful as ever. You're such a magician with ribbon. They're works of art. Seems like such a shame we have to unravel them.
I didn't wrap yours.
Oh, no? Is it something to eat?
No.
You gonna sing and dance for me?
No, it's here and tangible.
Oh, it's like a treasure hunt. I gotta find it.
Oh, stop it. It's up there, near the top of the tree.
That's a small white envelope?
Yeah. Why don't you go ahead and open it? It's after midnight.
Really? Ooh, okay. Am I missing something here?
I wanted to find you something unique and something that would make you happy. I bought all that stuff and gave it to that wrestling team with their ragtag outfits. That's your gift.
Molly, really? It's the best gift ever. You know what I'd like? I'd like to take this envelope and put it back up in the tree with the Polaroid, and we could save it as the last gift with the kids.
Okay. Did you look at the receipt?
Yes,
And it's okay?
it is so very okay. You're amazing. I'm gonna go walk the dog and we can turn in. I'm so excited, I feel like a kid. I can't wait until the kids. I hope Buster can walk on air because that's where Alicia and I will be.
Not micro, Molly.
It was just one little gesture.
What did the kids think?
Well, we didn't tell them right away, as Stephen requested. Even though it was quite a commotion and it was a ribbon tissue frenzy, the kids were cognizant enough to ask where Stephen's gift from me was. I told them it was very special and that we were saving it for the end. The children were genuinely touched, particularly Neil.
Mom, this is the best Christmas gift ever. You rock.
And the next year and the following years, I continued to give Stephen gifts like that.
Always teams? Was it a sports thing?
No, all sorts of... Unfortunately, there was no shortage of people who needed something.
Of course. Molly, that's great.
And as the children grew older, the gifts they received grew less important as they anxiously awaited my gift to Stephen, which was always in a small white envelope near the top of the tree.
Molly, your boss was right. This is a great story. I'm sure we'll publish it. But what happened to Stephen? You said you're alone now.
Several years later, he lost his battle with cancer right around Thanksgiving. And even though I was prepared for it and the children had all grown and flown the coop, I still managed to put the tree up. And on Christmas morning, when I came downstairs, all alone for the first time, I saw something small and white near the top of the tree. I put my glasses on and looked up there, and it was 3 small white envelopes. The children had all followed my tradition and given a similar gift to their father. And to this day, that tradition continues.